From the DMZ to the LVC, once again, Longview Country Club, which I'm at. He's over by Kelso in the north side by the bad tracks. As a kid growing up, he was on the wrong side of the tracks. Now I was on the wrong side of the tracks a little bit too, growing up oddly enough, but that's okay. Other side of the river for me. So as you can see today, it is Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, February 10th, 2021.
I have no idea what the date is, but he does, so that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cold outside, folks. Cold outside. I just went out there to pick up my trash and take it all out to the garbage man, but yeah, froze my butt off doing it. So I was like, I better have my hat on when I go out there, and so I can talk when I get in here and get some hot coffee, some pound hour coffee. Whoop, there we go.
I'm using the house lighting, just the living room light. It's not as good.
I see that.
Okay.
You're
some of the flaws.
You're in Studio B because it's so cold outside. I get that.
Yeah, it was under 30. It was about 28 or something. So.
Well, I threw a thermometer away a few minutes ago because it was telling me it was like 45, and I'm like, it's like freezing outside. So there's no way the thermometer was correct. It was old fashioned, and I like some old fashioned things, but I think also I'm kind of a hoarder apparently. So I try not to hoard. I'm not part of the hoard anymore. I'm trying to get away from that, even though I seem to collect things like houses or friends or dog or
Well, hoarding is old fashioned. It's been around forever.
Well, it has, because we were all part of the recession back in the day, in the Great Recession of 2008. No, actually, we almost got in the recession of we are in a recession right now, actually, but the toilet paper recession. We had to, when this pandemic hit, we started ordering some things like toilet paper, which that's not toilet paper, that's a napkin, but things like that. It was like all of a sudden you couldn't find things real quick. It was kind of scary for some people. Matter of fact, in a lot of places in the country, they're still standing in lines for food,
Yeah.
Every day they stand in lines for government food or for Salvation Army food and stuff, and that's one of the things in particular that I'd like to help if I could fix something. I do some work with the Salvation Army a little bit here and there, but
I did not know that. That's an old Johnny Carson. I did not know that.
Right, exactly. Well, no, I've been on the board for about 12 years or so here locally, but if I could help people by any means with food and stuff, that'd be a good thing to do nationally. It shouldn't be you shouldn't be able to buy beluga, if you've got on welfare. You shouldn't be able to buy certain things if you're on welfare. You shouldn't be able to get Starbucks on welfare. And certain places you can. And that drives me freaking crazy, because I've been in a Safeway and the person in front of me is having a quad coffee, and you can definitely tell that they either live in the community house or wherever. I'm going, I can't even afford that kind of coffee every day. It just drives me nuts. But it's it is what it is. There has to be certain regulations and stuff we need to fix. More people need help. And the people who get help, though, need to have it kind of. Back in the day, when I was a kid, there was a time when my mom used some services because we had 4 kids and no father around, and she worked her butt off. But we had some government cheese before, It was that giant brick of pretty good cheese. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know if they still make it, or do you know?
That was a Reagan thing. I heard it was still in a storage unit and he forgot to release it to the public. So,
well, it's possible, but I'll tell you what, basic needs, great. Let's help them do that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because a grilled cheese sandwich can sustain a person. It gives you vitamins, gives you protein, but a quad coffee at Starbucks cannot. And I think it's bull crap that people can do it. You know what I mean?
Well, by the way, I haven't thought about it much. I haven't given it much thought, so I'll get on that. No, I like that. That's Eye Clothing.
That's Eye Clothing from here in Cowlitz County. Pretty cool pretty cool little company, you know.
Yeah, and EYE stands for Earn Your Excellence. There's a bit of a motivational theme to his company. Young
Really?
guy,
I didn't know that. Earn your excellence. Well,
young man
that
named,
sounds good to me.
local guy named Beto. He did it, and I've talked to him. I think he's been to our shows at the Toxic House, and he's got great products.
Wow. Is he in a music band himself or anything?
No, I don't believe he's in a band, but he's talked about, and I think he's come to support shows. And before we stopped doing the shows, he was talking about bringing in products and giving them out as prizes during the shows, because the bands, the audience of the bands love that. If you give away a few,
sure. Matter of fact, if we're, matter of fact, Brian and I are going to be doing a variety show of some sort in the very near future. It'd be nice to actually have some stuff to give away. That'd be kind of fun. I haven't much thought about that as far as prizes go, but
yeah,
why not? Right.
Well, I've been looking up some stuff just about getting on Facebook Live, which we're wanting to do. It's the simplest one. And I found out to get on YouTube Live, you just need to have 100 subscribers. So we'll get there, and then we'll be able to have the option of starting at YouTube and sending to Facebook. So
yeah, folks, remember right now, if you're hearing this is all raw footage. Basically, we are trying to practice just getting back to the mainstream of talking in front of people and actually thinking correctly, because you think it'd be something easy, but sometimes it's not. And you have to have an agenda each day, and basically speaking for me, but speaking for years and years publicly, having a radio show and stuff, I could do that. But then as a child, I spoke a little too fast. And now I often speak in my, well, you know what? I often have gum in my mouth too, which does no good. I've learned that gum in my mouth does no one any good. So we're going to take that out right now, which I did. But
well, I've proven the fact that you don't have to have talent to have a show every day. Broadcast a show, all it takes is a camera and a signal.
But we have proven that.
Well, I didn't want to include you on that. And
oh no.
Cool,
Mike. No, we have proven that you do not have to have talent, just the motivation. And right now during this pandemic, a lot of people are losing their motivation, and that includes us. So we have decided to help motivate each other and help motivate you, if we can, by having a Pound Hour Productions variety show every couple of weeks. So hopefully this Friday will be the first one, and we'll go from there. Should be fun.
This morning I was studying copyright laws, because if you play somebody else's music, do a cover song. So we have a few snags we got to figure out on that. But we'll do that later. And then I also was going to contact a couple guys I know that have done Facebook Lives where they play famous songs, and see what their rules are.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
Hopefully we can do it, because we're shooting for something this Friday, and it's got cover songs of other people's music. So if not, it'll just be Lonnie singing original tunes for an hour.
My tunes are not the best. They are
Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live. Just come on back and check us out.
I actually thought of that name in 1971. So
right before Saturday Night Live came out, and then all of a sudden, boom, the day before. Yeah, it was like,
yeah,
that's kind of funny there. Anyway, Saturday Night Live.
Day before.
Hey, by the way,
I had a show called Friday Night Live with my sister in 1970, actually. So I can't get sued by SNL.
Oh, well, that's good.
We're FNL.
We're FNL. Yeah, actually, I'm usually FML. You know what that means. FML. Geez, that's me.
That brings up a good movie we could watch sometime, which is Straight White Female, SWF. Remember, with Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No, I remember another one called Single White Female, though.
That's it. What did I say?
Straight white female.
Okay. Well, SWF, Single White Female. But they were straight from what we know.
Well, the actions they weren't, because there's a part in that. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. Spoiler alert, there's a shot where she hits the guy in the eye with a heel from her high heel shoes and kills him. So there you go.
By the way, ladies, if you ever need to hit somebody with something, the high heel is definitely a dangerous weapon, and you can use it It's been used over and over historically to kill a man in movies and in life.
Well, I'll make a deal. I'll buy lunch today if you can tell me who the actor was that got his eye poked with
I think it was a Baldwin, but
similar to a Baldwin, but I'll give you a hint. He was involved in the show Wings,
oh well, if it was,
and it's not Tim Daly.
yeah, well, I don't know those names, people. So I know what you guys are talking about, but I do not know him.
Steven Weber. Steven Weber.
Weber. Well, yeah, that was good. However, as far
His
as
father-
lunch goes,
His father's actually a local commissioner, Steven Weber's father. So look that up.
yeah, actually, that's kind of funny. But speaking of lunch today, we'll segue for 1 second. I'm going to Portland, so I cannot do that. So I just dawned on me. I need to.
When are you going to Portland?
I've got to go to therapy today. Today's my therapy, folks. So I do therapy for my arm and my leg once a week down. Well, twice a week down in Portland. Well, I go there once a week, but I do two series of therapies for them. So hopefully, eventually, get my leg and my hand back here. So that's what I gotta do. So I gotta reschedule with Paul and have him. Maybe you can pick it up for yourself because I was supposed to pick him up at 2:00 to come to your house, and so I'll have to schedule that. Anyways, folks, we're gonna segue here. You know what? Yesterday or the day before, we had Brian. I got peanut butter on my face here. So I had Brian taking a personality test, and he passed. We found that he didn't have one. So no, it's just kidding. But we found that he was the what? Not the optimist, the alchemist. He was the alchemist of this group. Now I'm gonna take the same test right now. If you guys can hang with me here, I figured it out how to post this up there, and there we are. So now we have to figure out which. Are you ready for this, Brian?
Well, I need 1 minute. Can I share something really quick?
Yeah, please.
I want to get a shout out to. Let me check that I can share. I want to give a shout out to Black Dog Coffee House in Kansas. So those guys do a great job. I want to let people know they're in the middle of the country. And so if you're in the middle of the country, go to Black Dog Coffee House.
Black Dog Coffee House. Oh,
national plug. We're doing national plugs for anybody.
Awesome. Yeah, and we're doing anal plugs too, but that's I'm just kidding.
Well, speaking of plugs, I need some for my hair.
There you go.
Let's be honest.
There you go.
All right, I'm ready. What am I doing here?
Oh, you're just
Give me
gonna
a test.
Well, I'm gonna we took the test for you the other day. I figured I take the same test and find out what I'm at. Take a 10-minute test, and we're gonna skip this whole second half of it, which is on sales or some odd baloney. So shouldn't take us that long. Let me find out what I like here. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so which of these amaze you the most?
So I'm going to ask the questions. You're going to answer. And
Yeah, you ask the question. I'll answer it. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use that Alec Baldwin voice in the movie Malice.
There you go. That's the best. That's it. I love that show. I love that show.
Which of these amazes you most? That's a little rough.
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with the baby.
How do you create fun in your life?
Spontaneity, baby.
How would you make the most of a morning off?
A morning off, I would say, sadly, catching up on bullshit.
That's a romantic, exciting, adventurous answer. Okay, what's next? Oh,
It's true. Well, you know what? The thing is, if I had the opportunity, that'd be a different story. But right now, I'm like in that little zone. So that's not good. You're right. I'd back it up and say, if I could take advantage of a partner in the morning, it'd be well before a day off. It'd be like 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever, So.
Okay. Well, which is more likely to be your desk? If you're meeting a friend at 6 o'clock, when are you more likely to arrive? How large is your vocabulary?
I know vocabulary is pretty good. I'll go I think that I can read, yeah, I can understand things, comprehend things really well, but
I'd say you were a bit grandiose, but that's okay. Just
yeah, that's okay. Well, the other one was ginormous, so I think I can scale it down a little bit.
how vivid is your imagination?
Not, well, yeah, I'm gonna say not that vivid, you know.
How do you tend to act in social situations?
Uh, crack jokes, daydream, tell stories. Well, I probably tell stories.
There you go. If life was a play, who would you be?
If life was a play, hmm,
The lead, supporting actor, in the chorus line or in the audience?
well, I have to say either in the supporting actor or the lead. I'm not quite certain. I see like I end up being I'd be a supporting actor. I end up being the lead a lot of the time, type of thing. So
How strongly do you feel emotion?
I'm gonna go with the simmering water here.
What would it look like if you wrote a list of all your faults?
How it's here if I do all my
Would
faults.
it look like your ex-wife's divorce complaint? That's always a question.
That's that one over here. I'm gonna go with the less than that. My faults. I'm gonna, I mean, I've got many physical faults and stuff, but personal faults, I'm sure I've got a lot actually. But anyways, sorry.
That's okay. Next one. How
Yeah.
would you lead?
I'm gonna go with this one here. Team builder.
Which of these makes society work?
Makes society work, huh? All right, let's say this one here.
I don't know. That pinwheel thing is I don't know if it really works. People get injured and it's hard to really manage it, but that's okay. How emotionally secure are you?
Well, I think I'm pretty much a rock most of the time. So, although that's pretty cute, that sandcastle, the tent, that old house right there ready to fall down, the brick house or the castle. I think that I'm emotionally secure, emotionally. Oh man, that's a tough one.
You've got 5 seconds.
Dude, I did Studley and I shouldn't have, but it's probably good.
Okay, I'm gonna show why I don't have a career in voiceovers. I'm gonna try different voices.
Okay, go for it.
How do you feel when you're stressed?
How do I feel when I'm stressed? I'm gonna go right there with we're gonna figure it out. If that's it, I hope. Yeah.
Where would you feel most relaxed?
And when I feel most, I can't see the picture for some odd reason. Oh, there. Okay. Where would I feel most relaxed? That's probably a sporting game there, and most relaxed. I would say here. I think
Are you cooking?
cooking with.
Oh,
with
drinking.
Well, drinking or cooking. I don't know. I also go with cooking.
Well, alcohol's a nice crutch. You might want to try
it. No, I don't. I feel pretty relaxed, but I'm not. I'll just go with that one right there. If I have somebody with me to,
Yeah, making a nice meal. That's very relaxed. It can be.
Yeah.
Stressful. Where are you now?
Where are you now? I'd rather not say, but I'm home.
How do you react when someone insults you?
When someone insults me.
Try it with English here. Cockney. How do you react when someone insults you?
Kind of like, yeah, not here. Go with yeah. Well, I love this one here. The guy's deflated. He's nothing. That's hilarious. And this gal here has got super cute. Ha 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 ha.
I think it deflates this guy. He's deflated.
Yeah. And the guy here's ready to fight. The other girl's ready to, kissy kiss, make love type, or make up. And this guy here's like, I don't give a shit, so it's like that thing is pretty.
I like to laugh too. That's a good one. But yeah, that's a good answer. How do you like to celebrate a personal achievement? And there have been many, so think back.
Well, I enjoy. I don't take trophies, but I do take awards and stuff. But I mean, how do I like to celebrate a personal achievement? Huh? I don't know. Shoot.
I think I know. I think you'd want to sit with your buddies and people that you were involved with. The guy drinking the beer, the people you
Yeah,
that helped
absolutely. You're
you,
right. You're
people
right.
that were there with you. You would be celebrating with them.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be
You're
so.
right. No, you're right. You're right.
How do you react to other people's success?
I cheer them on.
Oh, you're the opposite of Steven Crowder.
Yes.
All right, I have to get a dig in on him every day. Who would be most likely to think like you?
Right there, the thinker. The thinker.
In general, how do you think people treat others?
Honestly, in my life, well, it depends. I think that it's all hugs and hugs and happiness. So there you go.
Here's a trick I learned from a boxer who's trying to get into announcing. He says this helps your enunciation. Out of these, which should the government focus on first? Which one?
Which ones they focused on? Well, peace, love, freedom, peace. Well, I would say peace.
Okay.
Peace. Peace.
At what point would you clean up?
Pretty much when it's done.
There you go. What would you say is your style of organization?
The notes are great. But I do write everything down, a lot of my appointments and stuff on my calendar, I have to. But I have no organization. There's not, if I had organization, it'd be writing it down. Yeah. But there's no fucking organization in this world for me. So.
Have you ever filed a false tax claim? Oh, sorry. Different. What are we most likely to find in your mind?
In my mind, probably a brick wall. No, I would say music notes. Nice. Just because I always have songs going through my head constantly.
Which one of these is most like you at a party?
This one right here. Yeah, what's up? I'm not the wild one, but
you might start a conga line.
Yeah, fucking absolutely. That's happened before.
How much planning do you do before you start work?
Depending on what it is, and how in depth the thing is, I can get down to the nitty gritty on things sometimes. But I don't need to. But I mean, it just depends on what it is. I'm gonna go with that one, which seems like a lot, but I'm not. Yeah.
What is the best way to learn?
Hands-on, baby. Where's that at? Roll the sleeves up. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's follow directions.
Roll up the sleeves.
Following directions, roll up the sleeves. Down watching somebody else do it or something. And this is what is that one? What's the last one there? Does it say?
That's watching someone do it. The third one is writing it down and kind of like a class. Yeah, they're looking at it and writing things down.
Okay. I'd say the best way to learn it is actually hands-on, probably.
There you go. How much energy do you have after meeting new people?
Booyah, baby. Charge it up.
How comfortable do you feel if you spend a day on your own?
Alone again, naturally.
When things go wrong, where does your mind take you?
When things go wrong, right there.
What are you most likely to do after getting into an argument?
There's not a murder picture in there, is there? Yeah, okay. After your argument, huh?
You
You
flip
know what?
out?
I hate to say this, but lately it's like, I'll go shopping or some odd thing and just get
There you
very
go.
stressed, but laugh about it. I don't scream. I don't take it on anybody else, but I might go shopping a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind
Might
of
buy a pneumatic wrench because you can't find the other one.
yes, exactly. But yeah, see what I'm doing right now. Well, yeah, I'm right there probably. That guy, whatever.
Which game would you rather play?
Well, it's not Twister anymore. I'll say chess.
Well, you could be the guy that's spinning it and making the calls. You could be a
Yeah, there you go.
referee.
Well, it depends
They
who.
need to get like Twister to be competitions. Maybe have it before UFC events or something.
Yeah, there you go. What did
Um,
you say? Yeah. How would you like to be?
How do you most like to be entertained? How do you most like to be entertained?
Good question. I like hiking a lot. I can't do it right now, but I do like it a lot. So I love the theater. I don't mind reading. I like some books, but not that much. I love concerts. If it concerts, theater, or hiking. If I could go hiking, I would do that.
Go for it. That'll be your wish list. It'll be your dream board.
Yeah, but let's hear.
Do it.
I'm gonna do this in here. I love plays.
Ah.
I love plays and stuff too. So
Continue. Which of these are you passionate about? And pick as many as you'd like.
I'm gonna go with I like photography. I like exercise a little bit in the gym and working out a little bit. I don't like to power lift, but I like to cook a little bit. I like music. I'm not a musician, but I love to listen to music,
Yeah.
So, I like to shop too, and I love family. So there we go. That sounds good. I like painting, but that's not on my forte. So what age am I? Actually, I'm 44, 45 to 49. There we go.
What is your relationship status?
Loser.
Do you have any children?
Maybe. I'd like to have a couple more, I think. So yes, over 16.
What is your current level of education?
Well, I would have to say community college then.
There you go. Are you currently a student, employed managerial, employed executive, retired, unemployed, self-employed, or employed professional?
I'm gonna go with unemployed or with retired, moment, kind of, you know what I mean?
Temporary retirement.
Yeah.
Are you male, female, or other?
I'm other, but I'm gonna pick the male gender just in case.
The last section contains a mix of lifestyle and brand preference questions, and we've learned our lesson. It's not
It's
essential.
right. It's not
so we're gonna
essential.
pass.
Are you happy to answer them? No, I'm not happy to answer them. That's all,
Oh, folks, the next
Click
click
below.
will give you all the results. You read the next line. Which of these?
Go ahead.
Okay, let me read that whole thing again. That's all, folks. The next clip. Oh, I got to start again. See, when you fail, you got to keep trying. Take 3. That's all, folks. The next click will give you your results. Which of these would you like our next quiz to be about? Oh,
Okay, I would like
Wow.
my next quiz to be about.
what would you like?
What do you want? Fun stuff.
Fun stuff or
Self-development?
travel? You talk a lot about travel.
Yeah, I have been talking a lot about travel recently, so let's see where's that right there. Boom.
Good
Okay.
move. Oh, you're an alchemist too.
I am nothing spontaneous dreamer. Wow.
Oh, you got some high scores too. You got 99 on extrovert. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Way to
Yeah,
go.
but I've got like 0 in the personality trait over here. I can't see what it says there. What is that? What's the blue one? I can't see.
That's neuroticism. So that's good that you're low on that. Now, conscientiousness says you're low, but I don't believe that, but that's okay. I guess if you
Like
have
to act
two
immediately on
alchemists have to
impulse.
help each other. That's what it sounds like. We have to get somebody conscientious.
Right. Openness, your high level of openness suggests that you are imaginative, creative, and comfortable with your variety and change, but you can also tend towards individual behavior and practical thinking. True, well, you and I both are a little grandiose in our thinking sometimes, but
Yeah.
the conscientiousness, I don't understand that one. You like to act immediately on impulse, which can be both effective and fun. But if taken to the extreme, this can produce undesirable long-term consequences in yourself and others, for yourself and others.
I disagree a little bit with the results because like this that we're doing every day, you came up, said, let's do an everyday Zoom. So that's conscientious.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Maybe they don't like that we don't write out a plan is what they're saying, but that's okay. As long as we have a goal. We have a goal.
So the agreeableness, boy, yeah. You're valuable, you value getting along with others. So are considerate, friendly, and willing to compromise your interests for the benefit of the group around you. And this is true. I do. But it's not a bad thing, I don't think.
No.
And 5% neurosis.
That's really good low number.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to my best with neuroticism, but apparently it's just not enough. I barely have 5%. I barely have 5%. You are calm, emotionally stable, and are less easily upset with people with high levels of neuroticism, but this doesn't necessarily mean you experience more positive feelings than them. Yeah, well, wiener. But let's look down here.
That's a good thing to know. So two alchemists need to get a hold of a nerd that he can do all, because we think of a lot of things, what if I hook this to this? Get that guy, the young nerd that wants to be a production whiz. So that's our goal. Oh, I want to take these off for a minute. I did want to say for future variety shows, knowing there are a lot of minefields with copyrights, if somebody has original music they play, if you're a solo artist and you do original songs, we have no copyright to worry about. We can Facebook Live without impunity, or with impunity, actually. So that's something to think about. If you have original music, or if you're anything else original, that's what we want.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, that's for sure. Now, by the way, the Outlook, the Optimus here, these are what we didn't have before. We had on yours, we didn't look into it. So let's look into this. The Outlook, the Optimist, high levels of thoughtful, relaxed, easygoing, pioneer. Yeah, leader, spontaneous.
I want to observe people when I meet them and talk to them and see where they fit, because I was thinking about the thoughtful guy. We know people that never say anything, but then they come up with ideas later. You know what I mean? They don't react to your idea, but then later they're going, well, I was thinking about it and I got this. You know what I mean? We know guys like that. That's good. Progressive. We know. And do you know any people that are flat out just dreamers?
Yeah. You and I.
Well, I like doing stuff too, though. We both do. So we're beyond dreamers. No,
that's a good one. I think today's test.
That was good.
Brought to you by the
Black Dog Coffee House.
Black House Coffee House. There you go. And where are
they?
Black
Dog Coffee House in Lenexa, Kansas, 66215. So if you're in Lenexa, Kansas, head on over to Black Dog and say LB sent you.
There you go. LB. The pound sent you. Now,
we're the first show to do random commercials across the country. Places we've never been.
Right. Places that we look forward to being at sometime, actually.
Yeah, and that's a great name, Black Dog. There's a Led Zeppelin song, Black Dog, and it just sounds good.
Now, where'd you come across them?
I just randomly picked a place. I thought of a place and said, I'm going to go to coffee shops in Kansas and see what they got. I'm just trying to get us to be like getting to know the country.
Sure, I know.
Yeah, what if Black Dog ever wanted to, Zoom with us or something? It'd be cool. Get to know
Kansas. Kansas is in the middle of the country, right?
Yeah, that dead center thing we saw in the Super Bowl where Springsteen talked about it. Dead center is in Kansas, not Lenexa, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, Mid-America, the heartland.
that church in the dead center of America. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
There's a church in North Kelso.
Does not cross the
It's not in the center of the
divide.
country. Yeah, we're anything but the center. I mean, people don't even know about things going on sometimes, like with the Seahawks, because we're so far up and to the left. We're in the deep northwest corner, so we get forgotten by national media. So,
Mhm.
oh, here's a kind of a not a breaking news, but
Sure.
there's grumblings that young Russell Wilson, excuse me, man of the year, is not that happy here in Seattle and might be looking for a trade. So that's I got that from the Pat McAfee show.
Well, the moment I
What
say
do you
that,
think of that?
the moment I hear that, I think that I start thinking bad things about him, and we can't do that because he's a stud.
No. I want him to do well wherever he is. I think what he's really wanting is a better offensive line. Because he cited getting hit so much. So I think what will happen, it's a negotiating tool. We'll get that behemoth offensive line for him, where he can not get chased around. Well, you saw what happened to that kid in the Super Bowl. He just got beat up and chased around and could not get away from it. So.
Yeah, well, Russell Wilson can handle himself a little better than that kid can, I think.
Well, not usually. That kid's usually one of the best. But what happened was 2 of his offensive linemen were injured. So that he was scrambling. He was there you go. So we get Russell some linemen, and I think he'll be happy. However, if he did move on to like New York or something, I'd wish him well because he won a Super Bowl.
He's a stud.
Third round draft choice. And whoa.
Doesn't matter. He is showing. He has changed the game. Actually, I think.
Well, and he also visited children's hospitals every Tuesday, I believe, during the season, and made their day. I mean, think about a kid that's suffering in the hospital, and Russell Wilson shows up. He's funny. He's famous. I mean, that's great.
Okay, speaking of which,
whatever he does, I hope he stays. Though I hope he stays.
Right. So we're gonna go back to some of my questions for you. By the way,
off the topic.
I'm gonna go off topic a little bit with the question, which is kind of staying on that question, which is, who is your hero? Did you ever know that you're my hero?
Besides Bette Midler, funny you should sing that song, because I was former president of the Bette Midler fan club, but I got impeached, believe it or not, twice, just like the guy that in the Oval. So it's tough. I have not hard feelings about the whole thing, but when you sang that song, it brought back some PTSD.
Well,
my hero, they've always been cowboys.
No, you must have been in Peaches.
Hero.
Wasn't you in that movie in Peaches?
Oh, one, I don't know their name, but there's this girl that played for Central, I believe, and she hit a home run, but she blew out her leg running to first. The opponent, first baseman, I think, picked her up and ran her around the bases so she would get the home run. Because if you can't run around the bases.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
wow, that's cool.
It might have cost him the game, but it was a beautiful thing. People like that, just everyday heroes. You're like,
everyday heroes.
Cost your own team to help somebody, but the home run was important. And the fact she earned it but couldn't run, it was wild. That was about 7 years ago. It was amazing.
So that person or just everyday heroes is your hero?
People like that. Trying to think of other ones. People like that. Do some.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of everyday heroes out there. I mean, yeah. Fortunately, because of my more kind heart, apparently I get to deal with people that of everybody from millionaires to homeless. So it's like I don't know. I get to see a lot of. I work with the 100 Men Who Care and all these other groups that these groups of people who actually they care, they donate their funds, they donate their time. So I met a lot of people. I met a lot of people like that, and they're all my heroes. So I mean, but as far as if I was a big one, I would say my mom. But
I like it.
Yeah, because she raised.
My little sister was kind of my hero. She stimulated creativity and wackiness and said, let's try this, do that, push me a lot. So, and critique me enough to make me want to do better. So,
yeah.
My late great sister. So Kari, we'll give her that. That's a hero. And my mom too, but I know what you mean though. And there's so many on a daily basis.
Yeah. In your life. Yeah. Was it, who was your hero? So that's what I was about. My mom was my hero. There's a few of them throughout my life, but that one in particular, pretty big, pretty big. If you could be or live anywhere, where would you be living?
I'm happy where I am right now. So I know it sounds corny, but I'm very happy where I am right now. It's
I would
about
like to
it.
be, unlike you, I'd like to be living right here, not right here, right here. No, if I could be living somewhere right now, currently would be somewhere, I would say right now, I'd like to be Italy. So
Oh,
there you go. Just checking it out. That's where I'm going. That's where I want to go on a trip. So, very soon, sometime when this Corona dissipates, or when I get the vaccine, or whatever it is.
yeah. Would you like to go to like an Italian village or more the big cities or
I would
both?
like to go to a village, but I want to rent a house in Florence where I can then travel to the villages from the sides.
I
So I
think
could,
I think you would love to go to Monaco, Monte Carlo, south of France.
oh,
Blow
that'd be
your
great.
mind just the scene there.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. Have some pizza and some wine, and maybe a little bit of seafood. I'm not really a huge seafood fan, but I know that they're all sell seafood, so I'll figure it out.
Nice suit, get a nice suit,
Oh,
tie the
and
whole deal.
shoes. My whole thing is
Yeah.
some wingtips from Italy. Yeah, most definitely. What is your favorite family vacation place you've gone to?
Hmm. I'd have to say this is funny. Legoland with the kids, they loved it. That was the best. Legoland, unbelievable,
No, I haven't been.
interactive. It was exciting. The kids loved it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have not been to Legoland yet. I did take my kids to Disneyland, of course, but Legoland, and in Disneyland they had some pretty big Lego structures,
Yeah.
kind of promoting Legoland a little bit, I think. But it was just cool.
Oh, one time it was in Burbank, believe it or not, with my kids, and we were in the superhero cafe, and a really authentic looking Spider-Man swung in and got on the table. So the
Really.
little kids got on the table and crouched. It was like, and he looked so much like a real Spider-Man. That was amazing too. It was a city walk, they called it. Oh, but if there had been a Pokemon world when my kids were growing up, or one of those, Pokemon or Dragon Ball or something world, that would have been the ultimate. They loved
For
those.
them, yeah, that'd been
Yeah,
cool.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, I think my kids were a little bit, and they loved Disneyland, but they're a little bit past that little Disney part of it. They want to do more games and rides and watching Mickey Mouse. So
I almost got in a scuffle one time because the guy was trying to crowd in line to see Tigger. It's embarrassing for everybody, including
well, Tigger's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, yeah, but not that good. But the guy was trying to force his way to the front of the line.
Yeah, that's funny.
I think now if he did it, I'd let him have the spot. I'd just go, okay, we're fine. We're fine.
What was your favorite thing of your last? Well, maybe we shouldn't go there. What was your favorite thing of your last job or career? So you were working with a handicap. I know
Well,
your last job.
actually, I'd say one of the best things about that whole thing was Jonathan. I had Jonathan Taylor. He was blind, partially deaf, and we got him like 15 shows. He did 15 shows and a commercial on local radio.
He was
became
blind.
an entertainer.
He was a blind. What did he show?
He played keyboard, so he played music and he sang and he did jokes and parodies and stuff. And he got about 15 to 20 shows and in the local area. So that it was always fun. And he came out of his shell a little bit with it.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure he highly enjoyed that. But made his life,
Yeah, and he
Made his
also
weakness
he'd make
daring
fun of me in the show. Like if I'd ask him to do a song, he'd give me crap. But people liked the banter. It was funny. I didn't know if that'd go over or not, but yeah, that was fun. Oh,
Okay,
and then
Brian.
meeting up with the Burgerville boys. I was going in there trying to find people jobs and met up with the Burgerville boys.
Oh, that's good. Question for you. What really makes you angry? Rawr, what's going to turn you into the Hulk?
What makes me angry? Like when I'm doing something and I want to do the next step, and this little step of unscrewing something or whatever is not working, and I get, like it's, yeah,
Aggravated.
gotta work on that.
You just get small aggravations. I get you. Build it. Mine on that one is what makes me angry is basically people taking advantage of my friends or my family.
Oh,
You know, it's a big no-no. You know.
it used to make me angry if I start a joke and somebody steps on it. I'm not saying you in particular, but anybody,
Never
but
Never happened.
well,
Never
but now
happened.
I've learned that if that does happen, breathe, and then you have to start a new thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move
Well,
on.
I go scriptless, and Brian's got the script in his head going all the time, so he knows
Yeah.
he knows what he's gonna say next. I'm like,
Well, something will come up when you're talking. I know you're not supposed to think of what you're going to say when somebody else is talking, but something they say will prompt it.
Sure.
Oh,
sure. Yeah, folks. Yeah, Brian and I did a show, and one of the first shows we did together. Actually, probably I would say it was the first show we did together. It was a fundraiser for I
breast
don't remember.
cancer,
It was bras actually that
breast
men
cancer awareness or something. Breast
yeah,
cancer.
breast cancer awareness. And we shared we were supposed to share the limelight of the stage there and do some funny stuff. And
I'm going to break in here. What he did was he told his opening joke and it went over so well, better than anything anybody could have expected. It was almost like an ovation. And then you forgot I was even in the show and I just left. So now looking back, I'm happy for it because it's like the Purple Rain Prince talks about. You were in there and people were loving you and it was laughing. And then the whole thing went wild. It was a great show, man.
It was a great show. Yeah, it was a great show.
Local real estate guys wearing bra. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. It was a breast awareness thing. And well, but the thing is, here's the deal. Honestly, they asked me to. I said, "What's the event?" And they said, "But everybody makes these personal homemade bras, and then you have all these you have people they'll wear them out there in front of everybody and they'll sell them for thousands or not thousands, hundreds of dollars, whatever, And so I'm like young man or young guy, kind of like high on life, thinking to myself, oh my gosh, we're gonna have all these models walking around in these underwear and bras, and I'm gonna be enjoying life. And come to find out, they were all muscular men and stuff wearing
a lot of hairy chested guys too, even some guys with beer guts. It was great. It's
just guys. It's just the popular guys in the area. And
well, I was only upset about it for about 7 years, got over it like a month ago, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, we both learned something. I think if you get that good of a laugh, bathe in it a while, and then try to remember where you are, because it's like that throws you off. You're like, wow. I was even thinking that was like Jerry Seinfeld doing his comedy after Chris Rock. The whole place erupted. It was wild.
Well, I don't even know what I said. I have no idea.
I can't remember it, but I remember it went over so well. I actually think I wrote the line, though, is what pissed me off. I told you what to say and you said it. So, but that's okay.
May have, yeah.
Live and learn.
If it's that funny, you gotta say it yourself, I guess, right? I don't even know. That was funny. Okay, I'm bubbling out my nose there. No, it's not good. But okay, so what motivates you to work hard?
Oh, just possibility of what can happen in the future and get some ideas and dreams going. And it's like doing this every day. I can see the point. It gets better every day. Working on the variety show and things like that, like writing my book. I know it's taken forever, but I'm progressing. Just having projects, things to
I'm
look
not even
forward
doing
to.
that, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then working on my house a little bit. I'm a little slow on everything right now, so I have to kind of get my schedule going. I figure that out.
Yeah.
But right now we're kind of working on the live stream, to do a live stream this Friday, the little things we got to learn, the copyrights, the sound. We have a guy that might possibly come over today or tomorrow and show us some audio stuff you were talking about. Paul.
What motivates me to work hard, which is odd, but my work is a little different now because I work for me trying to get better. So I want to dance again. I want to dance. I want to sing. I want to get back a life that I once had a little bit. I wasn't super healthy, but super fun back then. And that ability to do those things, just to have fun and like I said, dancing is a big thing for me. It used to be.
Fun and music and comedy and all that unites people. Everybody talks about uniting people. That unites people.
Yes, and it does. And for me to be kind of a role model of some sort for my kids, that's my son and my daughter. And so that's what makes me want to work hard.
We did a kind of thing that's a uniting thing. We went to a restaurant, won't say which one, yesterday, and both of us didn't really care for the guy that runs it, but we ate there anyway. We won't say anything about which one, but it's like, get over yourself and get out there and enjoy what this local community and your local community has.
Yeah, you can't make things personal anymore.
No.
So,
if we've learned anything through the pandemic, it's that. Let's put away all that old crap, get rid of the baggage, start over.
Right. Yeah. Only let the little, your own little world get out of it. It's going to be so hard to do when this whole thing's over.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I've got friends that are stuck in their house that go to work every day. They come home. They don't want to see anybody. They don't want to ever come close to coming and talking to anybody because they don't want to catch the pandemic.
Yeah.
I
don't blame them.
Pandemic. They don't want to catch the corona. They're afraid of it because it's been on the radio, on the TV every 24 hours a day. In America, we've lost 450,000 people. It'll be over 500,000, I'm certain, by the time we're done.
Wow.
I'm sure, probably by the end of this month. But sorry, folks, had to yawn. But yeah, no, it's very sad. So hopefully,
well, could you keep talking? Give me about 1 minute, and I'll put it right on you, and you can chat. I'll be right back.
Dude, it's gonna be on me anyways because you're not gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there talking all the time because I once had a story to tell. It died a long time ago, but I'm gonna ask some of these questions myself here. So, what is your fondest memory of high school? What is my favorite memory of high school? Yes. What is your favorite memory of high school? Well, my favorite memory of high school is probably, I think we did this one actually, was building and working on the floats in high school. We'd have a group of people get together and help get people for it. And we would build these floats sometimes, once a year for the high school proms and homecoming. Yeah. Anyways, so that's where we're at, folks. And Brian's back here. Let's not talk about him anymore. Yeah. Anyway, so as far as questions goes, okay.
We got about 5 minutes. Let's get some questions going or whatever you need.
Yeah, we do have. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is that I won't sit down and read this book and live it. That's what I'm working on right now. So can you see it?
I think it's an easy way to stop smoking right there. If you read that every day.
Well, I got a new to me truck, and I cannot smoke cigars in the truck, so it's cut it in half, and then between reading and driving, because I want to get out of that. Well,
if you're driving, you got two hands on the wheel. If you're reading, you got two hands on the book. So you. Well,
I had a pretty beat up car before, an Explorer, so it didn't matter if you smoked a cigar in there. You could eat in there, but this one's nice, so I gotta not do that. Don't even drink coffee in my ceramic mugs. So sometimes just changing the environment.
Yeah, change your attitude on life, on everything else.
Dr. Phil, we all know him. He said his wife used to have a plate full of cookies that would be sitting on a table as he came in the back door to come home from work. So he started coming in the front door and he lost like 40 pounds, seriously, just by avoiding that. It was an environmental move. That's a good move.
Yeah, it is. No, it really is. What is your favorite book to read? What was your favorite book to read?
I really like The Dead Zone by Stephen King.
That was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good book. Creepy.
To Kill a Mockingbird's up there, though.
Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird is my favorite, but actually, oddly enough, that's a damn good book.
Yeah. Oh, and another one that you wouldn't think about, well, maybe you would, is the original book for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's like expanded. on the movie, way beyond the movie, and it's also a lot about Chief more than McMurphy.
Oh, Chief, yeah.
Yeah, he used to go in a fog every night where he just blotted everything out, probably the medication kicking in. It was powerful stuff. Guy in
Hey, look.
Oregon wrote it.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, no, the movie's great. I think I've read the book years ago, but it makes me think of I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, which I read like seventh grade or some odd thing. Good.
That was
good.
a movie in the early 70s, mid 70s with Kathleen Quinlan, believe it or not.
I don't know who that is.
Terrible movie. The movie
do not
didn't
know who
work.
that is.
The book was great, but the movie didn't pull it off. She was also a photographer in The Doors, I think. She was dating Jim Morrison in the Doors movie. You'd know her if you saw her. Kathleen Quinlan.
Well, I thought, yeah, Meg Ryan and her, and actually.
Oh, yeah.
It must have been. Okay, so.
Meg Ryan was the actual girlfriend. This was just a fling that Morrison had.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
Dark-haired girl, I think.
Yes, dark-haired. She was, I think, a photographer, and she was good. She did something that got lured Morrison in for a bit.
Hey, Brian, what do your kids want to do when they grow up? What do they want to be?
I'm not totally sure. I think they're both kind of still figuring things out. You know, they both have full-time jobs, but they're looking for something that could be more lucrative and more enjoyable, I would think.
I think my son's doing the same thing right now because we both have sons, and the sons are kind of a little more, they kind of meander through life a little bit, trying to figure things out a little more.
Yeah, I think mine have too, a little bit. I think they both want to, off and on, at least throughout their life, play music, record things, do creative stuff. And then my younger son wants to do the skating as long as he's physically able. So does a lot of skateboarding.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, my son.
I think he wants to get his business going eventually again. He took some time off. He had a clothing business for skateboarding. He still sells them, but I think he'll get back into that again. Sometimes your job it keeps you so occupied that it's hard to really pursue the other stuff too much. So
it is. No, it definitely does. You know, that's why a lot of times people will say, if you want to be good at something, you just put 100% towards it and forget about the other stuff you're doing.
And that's what they tell aspiring actors that want to move to Hollywood or something. They say, when you get there, get a crappy job. Do not get a good job. Get a crappy job that you just, pay the bills and go to auditions. If you get a good job, you'll start enjoying it.
You'll like the money, yeah. Yeah, I know. And my daughter wants to be in the medical field of some sort. And my son's unaware yet what he wants to do quite yet. So that's okay.
I have a friend that's in the medical field as a patient, basically.
Right.
I won't say who he is, but he's a good buddy of mine. Likes to go to the doctor, and I have some relatives. You have relatives probably that really go to that doctor a lot and are on 15, 20 prescriptions.
Right. So we're going to do the
hobby.
We're going to pound it out right now, I do believe, folks. And it is a Rochambeau. Get your hand out. Get your hand warm. It's Rochambeau.
I want to show off the blue sweatshirt.
Go ahead. I got the red one.
Okay, what are we doing? Okay, you've won 3 or 4 in a row.
I know, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness!
You got me again. I got the fist.
I got the.
I'm gonna go with that next time. That wins every time. You're 4 in a row, maybe 5. You're like Tom Brady.
All right. Well, you know what? That's where I got the inspiration from to win this whole Rochambeau. I've been working on it for a long time. I'm like, he says never actually lift the weights, use the bands to work out. So
yeah,
Rochambeau. There you go.
There you go.
I did your thing there. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to head out then, and you're going to shut it down. And
I'll shut down right now. Power out.
See you tomorrow.
Pound out. See you later, bud.